And Al Jazeera yesterday was here, right here. It was celebration with the new consul, the new mayor of this city. Is a communist now. Yeah, woo! I hope no, and she is very smart because she said that uh, a consul, a mayor of a city cannot do everything in the country, but is great to have anyway to try to do something. Try to do something not so different from the previous because it was progresses too. But here we go anyway. Reading Al Jazeera economy. Al Jazeera economy. So like corruption scandal from Olympus. Olympus says it initiated an investigation after an allegation by an unspecified source. Olympus CEO resigns over alleged purchase of illegal drugs. CEO Stefan Kaufmann was asked to resign following internal inquiry, Japanese firm says. October 28, 2024. The foreign chief executive of Japan's Olympus was resigned following an investigation into allegations he brought illegal drugs, the medical equipment maker has said. CEO Stefan Kaufmann, who had led the company since April 2023, stepped down at the request of the board of directors. Olympus said in a statement on Monday. Olympus said it initiated the investigation after receiving an allegation from an unspecified source. Quote, based on the results of the investigation, the board of directors unanimously determined that Mr. Stefan Kaufmann likely engaged in behaviors that were inconsistent with our global code of conduct, our core values, and our corporate culture, unquote, Olympus said in a statement. Olympus chairman Tatsuo Takeuchi will take the reins as CEO, quote, for the time being, while the board's nominating committee considers a permanent successor, the company said. It's funny because this guy, the previous Stefan Kaufmann, has a Germanic name, I don't know where he is from, didn't said. Olympus apologizes deeply for the concern this has caused to our stakeholders, customers, and all stakeholders, the company added. Kaufmann had served as a board member since 2019 and worked for the company since 2003. The German national was the first non-Japanese executive to be appointed CEO of the company since Michael Woodford, the British executive, who was fired in 2011 after blowing the whistle on colleagues for falsifying company records to conceal losses of $1.7 billion. Yeah, I guess Olympus is not doing so well. At least there's more famous. Actually, I just use cell phones to record. I don't have camera. Al Jazeera wasn't able to reach Kaufmann for comment. Maybe with some joint. I'm sorry. Olympus shares fell more than 7% following the news. Olympus, founded in Tokyo in 1990, was best known for making cameras before becoming a global leader in endoscopes. Japan has strict laws against drug use and have ensnared foreign business people in the past. In 2015, Julie Ham, an American public relations executive with Toyota Motor, spent nearly 3 weeks in a Tokyo prison after being arrested on suspicion of importing the painkiller oxycodone. Source Al Jazeera news agencies. And I will do another one. Another old one. Shipping firms to pay 102 billion settlement for Baltimore. Yeah, I guess this. We have a photograph. Clean-up operations take place around the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, June 10, 2024. Shipping firms to pay 102 million settlement for Baltimore Bridge cleanup. Many unresolved claims remain over the bridge collapse, which killed 6 people and disrupted local shipping for months. October 25, 2024. 3 days ago, the owner and operator of a cargo ship that slammed into a bridge in the United States East Coast port of Baltimore earlier this year, collapsing it and killing 6 people, will pay 102 million settlement for cleanup costs. The settlement cleared Friday by a United States district judge settles the U.S. government's claims against Singapore-based firms Grace Ocean Private Limited and Synergy Marine Private Limited. It covers money the U.S. government spent responding to the disaster, including clearing the wreck of the Dali ship and bridge debris from the port of Baltimore, so the waterway could reopen in June. This resolution ensures that the costs of the federal government's cleanup efforts in the Fort McHenry Channel are borne by Grace Ocean and Synergy, and not the American taxpayer, said Principal Deputy Associate Attorney General Benjamin Miser in a statement. There's a photograph, a very shocking photograph. It's actually a video. Let's watch the video. It's a modern capitalist world, and they rebuild everything right away. Anyway, there's a photograph showing how it collapses. Anyway, the Singaporean ship Dali hit a Baltimore bridge, causing 8 casualties and U.S. supply chain disruption, prompting government action. Joe Biden is there too. Shipping firms deny liability. A spokesperson for the Singaporean company that owned and managed the Dali, Darrell Wilson, said they had agreed to the payment even though they deny liability. The spokesperson also noted the companies are fully insured for the settlement costs and that no punitive damages have been imposed. However, the shipping firms face a litany of other unresolved claims over the bridge disaster, including from the state of Maryland, Baltimore City and County, the families of those killed, workers affected by the port shutdown, and insurance companies. The state of Maryland estimates that rebuilding the bridge will cost between $1.7 billion and $1.9 billion, with completion planned by autumn 2028, 5 years ahead. Wilson said the companies are prepared to vigorously defend themselves to establish that they were not responsible for the incident. Very costly and very... The Dali cargo ship lost power and veered off course on March 26 before careening into a support column on the Francis Scott Key Bridge. 6 men on a bridge road crew who were filling potholes fell to their deaths as the structure toppled in what Baltimore Mayor Brandon M. Scott called an unthinkable tragedy. The disasters gnarled commercial shipping traffic through the port of Baltimore and put many local longshoremen out of work before the channel was fully reopened in June. I guess it was a mistake of the. It was a mistake by the captain, I guess. The U.S. Justice Department alleged the ship's electrical and mechanical systems were improperly maintained, leading to the accident. Specifically, the department pointed to excessive vibrations on the ship that attorneys call a well-known cause of transformer and electrical failure. Instead of dealing with the source of the vibrations, crew members jury-rigged the ship. The department alleged in its filing the ship's electrical equipment was in such bad conditions that an independent agency stopped further electrical testing because of safety concerns, according to the lawsuit. In April, the FBI opened a criminal investigation into the disaster. That's it. Source Al Jazeera and news agencies.